better daily, where we work hard in our minds, bodies, and our spirits to become 1% better every single day. Download the app and join our Betterment family at betterdaily.life to catch the video version of these podcasts. Here's your host and my dad, Alex Van Houten.
What is up, Betterment family? This is Alex Van Houten in Better Daily Live. Happy Friday. This is Flex Friday, and today we're going to go through a movement that's going to help you on your 1% better journey. You might be asking, why are you doing this weird pose here? It's because I'm tired. It's been a long day, but it's been a great day, and I want to show you a way that you can work your lower abdominal muscles without expending a whole bunch of energy. This is called a static exercise. Static exercises are very powerful ways to train the body without having to do lots of reps, and maybe you can do it while you're watching TV or hanging out with the family or chilling out after a long day, because the lower abdominal muscles are a really hard region for people to hit. What's up, Scott? Thanks, man. I appreciate that. He said, what's up, guys? Looking sexy today. You rock, dude. Thanks for that. All right, so this exercise is one, it's really hard, honestly. It doesn't look hard. It's not going to look impressive from where you're sitting right now. However, if you try it, it will wear your muscles out. So, I'm going to show it to you and walk you through it. First thing you need to do is lay on your back. So we're going to lay on our back here, just like this. Nice and easy, no big deal. Okay, I'm going to get a little further away so you can see what's going on here. All right, so static exercise means you don't move. You hold a position, okay? So here we go. We're going to hold our legs up, and then we're going to keep our core engaged. And Coach Jessie's giving me a hard time. She says, long time no see. I'm wore out because we got to hang out with the kids all day, and she's actually visiting from Clarksville. So hi, Coach Jess. Thanks for joining me on here. We actually did this earlier, and it was a pretty brutal exercise. So the first thing you need to do, if you're laying on your back, right, is you need to lift your legs like this, okay? So my legs are straight up in the air. I'm holding them nice and steady and strong, and I'm keeping my core engaged. Now, for some of you, this is enough. Holding your legs straight up and down. I've got a 90-degree angle here at my hips. This is enough. You can feel this. Your abs kind of shake when you're doing this, okay? So, pretty hard work, right? All right, so this is a static exercise. This means that you are not moving. That's what static means. That's the opposite of dynamic. You're not moving. You're holding a position, and it requires some work from your muscles to do it, okay? So your legs are as straight as you can get them. Some of you might not be able to go that high yet. Your hamstrings are pretty tight. That means you need to work your glutes, by the way, and take some magnesium. But we've got it right here, nice and strong. You're going to hold them straight and perpendicular and keep your core engaged. Now, for some of you, this isn't a challenge, okay? This is not a problem. You can do this all day long. You're like, hey, Alex, give me something hard to do here. And so what you're going to do is now you're going to pick up your hips a little bit, okay? So your hips are on the ground right here. Now I'm going to pick them up, nice and strong. I'm going to point my feet to the ceiling, put just a tiny bit of space between this is really hard. And I've got my pelvis off the ground. My lower abs are shaking, which means I'm doing it right. And I'm holding this position. This is extremely difficult. This hits the lower abdominal muscles really hard. And after about 30 seconds, am I at 30 yet? I don't know, probably like 24. I'm going to relax and let my legs down. That's one. We'll do some more in a second, but I want to see what you guys are giving me a hard time about. What's up, KT? Good to see you this evening. Scott says, my hamstrings won't let me do that right angle. Two things, buddy. One, you need to increase your flexibility, so you need to increase the magnesium in your life. Two, if your hamstrings are overly tight, that means that they're doing the work that your glutes need to be doing. And so what you can do is do exercises to strengthen your glutes, like squats, lunges, hip bridges. Those are all powerful exercises that'll help to take some strength into your glutes. And then KT recommends, and I also agree with this recommendation, do some yoga. You could take some yoga classes. You could also find some good yoga instructors on YouTube. I personally like, what is her name? Yoga with Adriene. That's a free YouTube channel with a yoga instructor who does a fantastic job. She always has her dog with her. It's kind of cute. Anyway, she does a great job teaching good yoga flows. But anyway, yoga can be a really powerful part of increasing the length of your hamstrings so you can get those at full extension. Anyway, so even if you can't get your knees completely straight, okay, that's the optimal way to do it. But even if you can't and you're stuck in this position, you can still bend your knees and pick your hips up and hold that. It's really hard. It's harder with your legs straight, but if you have your knees bent, you can still pick your hips up and really flex those lower abdominal muscles. Now, this exercise is the basis for a bunch of different abdominal exercises. Like, if I bend my knees like this and I pick my hips up, I can crunch. Whoa, and that makes the static exercise much more effective. If I have my legs up here and I pick my hips up and then I reach for my toes, whoa, that makes the static exercise much more effective. And so one of the ways that I help my clients with regard to their core strength is I want to get their lower abdominal muscles really good at activating. And most people's lower abdominal muscles are terrible at activating. And that's why when you try this, if you've never done it before, you're just going to shake. You're just gonna like pick it up and like, oh, you feel like you're having a mini targeted seizure or something. That's not what's happening. It's just that you don't have the nervous system connections you need to keep those muscles working well together. And so the only way you're going to get there is through practice. So your goal is to be able to do 3 sets of this exercise that I've shown you today and hold it for 60 seconds each set. That's a really good gold standard. Being able to either bent knee or straight knee, pick up your hips and hold that, okay? And there are other static exercises for your abdominal complex, like the plank, for instance. But I find the plank actually hits your transverse abdominis, which is all along the abdominal muscles in the center of the body, closer to your midsection. But your lower abdominal complex, that is your rectus abdominis, and we still want to use those rectus abdominis. What happens for many people is their lower abs are very bad at activating, and so they get weak and they get strong in their hip flexors instead of their lower abs. So if you're sitting a lot all day at a desk, you get strong, solid, very tight hip flexors, and what that does over time is hurts your back. We don't want that. We want strong, solid, lower abdominal muscles. So I'd love to hear from you guys. Did you try it? How'd you do? Can you do 3 sets of 60 seconds holding your hips off the ground? And what has your experience been with that? Scott says, I've been focusing on my upper too much. That's a common misconception or common mistake, because crunches feel good. You're like, oh, I'm hitting my abs. Such good ab work, right? And you need good upper abdominal muscles, but it's the lower abdominals that'll support your back for things like deadlifts, for things like squats, and then any other power-based movements like kettlebell swings or jumps, or even your running. Your lower abdominal muscles are super important for stabilizing those hips. So build those up. Just as often as you hit your upper abs, you need to be hitting your lower abs. Maybe even flip the frequency. Hit your lower abs as often as possible. So 3 sets, 60 seconds. Give it a shot. Let me know how it goes. Guys, this has been Alex Van Houten in Better Daily Live for Flex Friday. Thank you for joining me in my super awesome Flex Friday pose on the ground here, and I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Until then, it's just 1%. You got this.
Thank you for joining us for 1% Better today. Don't forget to subscribe for the podcast. Leave us a raving review to tell others how Better Daily has helped you in your journey. If you want more Better Daily, download our app and join our Betterment family at betterdaily.live. Use code POD to get 25% off your subscription. That's POD, all caps, to save 25% on your subscription. We all have a cross to carry. It's lighter when we do it together. Go to betterdaily.live today.